Hello there, everyone. You know who I am, ETTemplar, Supreme Misfit Professional Dipshit, and this is my own opinion. I have not been paid or received any amount of favors or money for this. This is just my share, just straight up opinion about David Wilcock. And meet Mr. Wilcock. He is a prophet UFO extraordinaire. He is King David and Edward Casey reincarnated. He's also possessed by the Archangel Michael, which angels don't possess people. That's what demons do. Angels don't need to possess anyone, but A-okay, this is his madhouse of bullshit, and he makes the rules, and that's who he is. He's connected with the UFO grift. Who knows if he's making this shit up to make money, whether he's mad himself, mentally ill, and or possessed is anyone else's guess. And that's who he is, and see what he has to talk about in this one.
When Casey lost his house, Casey spent the rest of his life in poverty, and I had to live with that karma in this lifetime, and I relived it over the last 3 years. All of that apparently was necessary to clear out my karma. So again, Stavati Aerospace puts me in a position where I'm independently wealthy. I'm never going to have my dreams and desires resting for my security on the whims of one person.
So he claims this. He claims Stavati has made him independently wealthy, but he always says he can't live off, like, I think he makes $10,000 a month. He made over 150,000, I believe. I could be wrong on that. Someone might have to fact check that. But this guy makes $10,000 a month. That's pretty fucking solid, and I don't know what you're doing to lose that amount of money. It's absurd. So he's killing it. He's killing it off of the gullible idiots who actually buys bullshit. And again, I'm not coming out here and saying he doesn't have the right to do that. I mean, there's stupid people who part with their money pretty easily. And you know, in my opinion, it's not my job to save these people, these idiots. And if they want to waste their money on a crack-headed UFO guy, that's their prerogative. But it's not going to stop me from giving my opinion on him.
And this directly correlates with my inch-thick subpoena. If you haven't already seen it, here it is. And we're still in a very tense conflict. I expect they're going to come back. I expect they're going to do more. And if they do, I've now got the money to take it to court and get it dismissed, which is probably going to have to happen. I don't imagine.
And this is an earlier clip. This man is still begging for money constantly, all the time. So that is a lie from him. And this subpoena has to do with him taking money and involved in lawsuits with Gaia TV, which is a UFO disclosure documentary group. So he somehow took money from them or canoodled them out of money. And that's what that subpoena is.
They're going to be nice. Typically, they do the most evil thing they can do. So we are fully ready to blow the lid off of this thing. When we do a motion to quash, we are going to out every single thing that happened, and it's going to be absolutely revelatory. And it totally correlates with everything they're saying about the whims of one man.
You can't quash a lawsuit, you settle a lawsuit. So you either settle and you win, or you settle and you lose. You can't quash a lawsuit, at least not to my knowledge. Again, I'm not a lawyer, but I'm pretty sure you can't just quash a lawsuit, but who knows?
Resting upon the security of my work. In case he lost his house, any tiny amount of legitimacy that Stephen might have had, of which there was none, my troll.
Stephen from Truth Seeker's YouTube channel, who he's referring to.
Was totally eliminated once I realized he's a terrorist. He's trying to extort money out of us, and he actually very likely was stealing off of my credit card.
Now, if you notice, he doesn't follow that up with any bank statements on screen or proof. And as far as Stephen Cambria of Truth Seekers being a terrorist is fucking absurd. But there's this thing with these grifters. If you cross them, if you piss them off enough, they'll level accusations of you being a terrorist, you trying to scam them, or they'll even level and make accusations that you worship the devil, and the final one, that you are a sexual assaulting, like, child molester. So these people are very dangerous in the sense that they're very defamatory with their statements. And at some point, they're going to fuck around and find out by doing that. Someone's going to prove damages, and someone's going to sue them out of their shirt. Maybe at some point. Again, it's difficult to prove damages and stuff, but how Wilcock here's running his mouth, it's very dangerous in the lawsuit sense, and maybe in the very real sense. People don't like to be called terrorists, uh, or even pedophiles and sexual assaulters, just off the cusp in a defamatory statement. But I don't know, these people kind of run their mouths with reckless abandon. Even Lou Elizondo accuses people of being terrorists for just being against him and his opinions. And if you guys don't know, Lou Elizondo used to work for the fucking government. He used to be a glow in the dark. So you shouldn't really take any of his words or opinions with any form of legitimacy, because he's a fucking liar. He lies and has lied for a living for the United States government.
While calling me the con artist. It's like he can't tell what the snake oil is. This is snake oil, okay? So let me point out the difference. Here's the snake oil, and here's the real stuff, okay?
Yeah, you're not. Stevati doesn't produce any real planes. Yeah, asshole.
Okay, these are different. They're not the same. Oh my God. Anyway, you know what? They tell me that I can't have any pride. They tell me that I shouldn't get puffed up.
So I'm pretty sure I've mentioned this before. Demons call themselves they and them. So when he has they tell me I can't have pride. That's a little scary, from a theological and philosophical sense. And I legitimately believe he's possessed. I know that sounds absurd, but it stacks up. He believes he's possessed by Archangel, King David, and this Edgar Casey, psychic and mystic. So it adds up. Technically, yeah, or he's just batshit crazy. One of those three.
But I also have to accept that, this is what I'm here to do. I'm here to put the capstone on. I'm here to lead us out of the ashes, to bring the extraterrestrials back. They needed me as a point of contact to do this.
And this is where he brings in the eschatology. You notice eschatologists, to promote their scams and to grift people out of money and to get donations as charitable donations to the church, is they often say they're the one special. They're the chosen one, and that's one thing that echoes with David Wilcock. It echoes with Brother James Key. It echoes with Joe Osteen, or just any other eschatologist. They put themselves in a higher value than everyone else because God alone approached them. They're the special, they're the chosen, and anyone who speaks out against them is a dirty heretic, Philistine, demon worshiper. Um, so they use that as a cudgel to defend their sycophants and followers, and it's a way of just them knocking down any form of criticism or realism.
Yes, it's probably going to make me very famous. Yes, that's going to be a very difficult life. Yes, I'm probably going to be traveling all the time.
This guy legitimately believes he's an envoy for fucking extraterrestrial aliens.
Yes, I'm probably going to be in front of Congress and whatever United Nations-like body there is. Yes, they say I'm going to run their embassy. That's in the Michael prophecies. You're going to have to go through me if you want to meet them.
I don't want to, Wilcock. If there's any aliens and they're associated with you, I don't want to fucking meet them because you've already proven you're batshit crazy. And quite frankly, I detect, from my opinion and my angle of spiritual and philosophy and esotericism, I think you're a false preacher. And I think the only thing you care about is making money, and you found a way through eschatology, ufology, and this pseudo reincarnation, new age hippy dippy bullshit and spiritualism, that you've really found 5 avenues that you can convert into one mainstream avenue for cash.
So don't screw me over, because then I won't let you in.
Oh no, I won't miss you. I won't get to meet your blue-haired chicken avian aliens and aliens. Yeah, I don't want to be associated with you or your goddamn aliens, because wouldn't really care anyway if you are a special envoy, to be frank.
Let's put it that way. Maybe I will, but you'll have to earn it. Any tiny amount of legitimacy that's...
So, of course, this man is, David Wilcock is certifiably fucking insane, in my humble opinion. And that's my take on these two clips. And it's a shame what David Wilcock, Luis Elizondo, and all these other UFO wackadoos have done to the field of ufology and UFO like research and studies. They've made it turned into a complete joke and house of profit. You know, it's disgusting. All these people, a lot of them are liars, freaks. And Luis Elizondo has also intimidated people in the past. He's doxing people's families. He's threatening people's wives and children. And this is a guy who complains about the government doing the same thing to him when he's no better. So in closing, that's the two clips from David Wilcock. And special thank you to the fleet captains there, and special thank you to viewers like you. And that has been my 2 cents on all this. It's just crazy people and dumb people buying into the crazy and actually believing this shit. And they're getting fleeced out of a lot of money. And, you know, again, I can't be mad at that. And you have to pity these people because they're buying this absolute bullshit. And I don't think there's any form of saving these people because, again, they buy the bullshit 100%. If you watch this guy's streams, he gets tons of super chats and tons of people who actually support him and support this crazy nonsense. And anyways, that's that. That's what that is, my reaction. And of course, speaking of grifting, I got links in the description down below. If anyone wants to support a very real person who's just pointing this shit out and that there is no ulterior motives, that's that. And see you next time. God bless. Thanks again for watching. Stay happy, stay healthy, and I'll see you